Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to AlHussnain Hadith series. Today's topic is something that is very, very important for every single Muslim believer, man and woman, that we really need to focus on in our lives. We heard the famous hadith many times, إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ, that all actions are dependent upon their intentions. But it's not just about how we start out something. It's also about how we finish things. And this hadith has been narrated by Sahih ibn Hibban, and the hadith goes as قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إنما الأعمال بالخواتيم, that the meaning of this hadith is that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, indeed the value and the reward and how these actions are considered and weighed depends on how they are finished. Now, what does this mean? This means that not only does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala look at our initial intention, but He also looks at how we finish it. Because a lot of times we see a person starts out an action with a lot of zeal. For example, when Ramadan is approaching, everybody is in that mood of ibadah, and Ramadan starts and we are able to do in the first day, we're doing our tahajjud, we're doing our ishraq, we're doing our tilawah, we're doing our sawm properly, we're avoiding all types of evil deeds. But when Ramadan goes on for a few days, we see that consistency of action drops. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't only look at that, He also looks at how we finish things. And this is from the wisdom of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that He doesn't only look at the beginning. It might also happen sometimes that you start a good action and you might really not want to do it. Maybe your friend drags you to the masjid. Maybe your father or mother force you to go to the masjid to learn how to read Quran, and you do not want to do these kind of things. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if He only relied on that first impression, then we would not get benefit. What if a person changes their mind while they are going to the masjid, while they're at the masjid, they see the salah going on, they see the imam, they hear some good words from the imam, they meet the Muslim brothers and they see the environment and their heart changes and now they want to be in the masjid. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will judge you based off that, not based of you not wanting to do it. In a similar fashion, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala might see a person who will enter Ramadan or who will enter any good action with full khushu' or full concentration, full devotion, but this person is not able to finish it out properly. And this is very, very important, and this is so relevant. Us entering into Jannah or not entering into Jannah depends on how we finish out our lives. A person could live as a Muslim his whole life, but if he finishes it out as a kafir, then he will never ever enter into Jannah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from the hellfire. At the same time, a person could spend his entire life, 80, 90 years full of kufr, but towards the end of his life, he finishes out with iman. This person is good as new and he will enter Jannah. So we see the importance of finishing out actions the right way. No matter how we started it. If we started out good, it's still important to finish it out good. If we started out bad, it's still important, and we should try to change it to a good thing so we finish it out in a good manner. And this translates all the way to the end of our life, inshallah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He gives us all the beautiful ending, because we will be judged by the ending of our life. Did we die on iman or we did not die on iman? أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله. جزاكم الله خيرا. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.